Hello and welcome back to Part 5C, preview assignment. Pose. Questions. Okay, there's 4 questions here. And again, I'm not sure what parts they have. So let's get right and do them. So these are questions that relate to the previous tutorial. Line this up. All right. So let's find the mean of this data set. All we got to do. So part 1, let's add up these numbers. So let's go and add all these values up. First off. So go do that. So you should put me on pause and then go do that. Put me on pause. I guess I'm off pause now. All right, so if you add them all up, you should have gotten 433. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. So let's divide that by 6. And I got 71.2666 ... Running there's hundreds. So tenths, hundreds. So it looks like it's 71.27 is the mean. That's how we did. Incorrect. Dyslexia. I shouldn't say that. Got some numbers transcribed. Hopefully you got 72.1666. Again, let's round it. So 72.17. Let's try it again. Backspace. All right. Rule number 1, slow down. Make sure you're typing the numbers that you're off your computer, off your calculator. And have a little bit of transposed numbers here. But that was correct. Got the 1 and 2 backwards. Happens. All right. One use of an average or mean is to compute your grade and score. Suppose these are your 4 scores. So what's the mean of those 4 scores? So let's go do that. So let's take 88. Let's add it to 97. Let's add it to 92. Let's add that to 82. Divide by how many we have. Okay. So put me on pause for a few seconds, and why don't you add up those 4 numbers and see what you get. Now I added these 4 numbers up, and I got a 359. Hope you all got something similar. And divide that by 4. Gives me an 89.75 average. And that's correct. So again, all we did was add up the 4 numbers, divide by 4, and 89.75. Now let's do a weighted average score. Again, essays, so we had Essay 1, Essay 2 are both with 20%, quiz is 10%, final exams half your grade. So again, all we need to do is to change my percentages to a decimal. So let's prove that. So 0.2 times 77 should be 15.4. And it is. So 0.20 times 97. I got 19.4. .10 times 93 for 9.3. .50 times 70 for 35. And we add them all up. Pause me and add them up. See what you get. Hopefully you got 79.1. Now, does that make sense? We have some high grades, but they're lower weighted. The biggest impact will be the final exam, which is a 70. So the fact that it's low towards 70 makes sense. Give it a try. Hey, it worked. Okay, so let's see. Last question. Suppose you calculate total grade using weighted averages shown in the accompanying table. This table, okay. And not using weighted average. The total grade using weighted average should be lower than the total grade computed by not using weighted averages. Why? Okay. Let's see. Not using weighted average, the final exam counts for. Okay. So not using a weighted average. So it'd be whatever the denominator is going to be. We had four item, so we divide by 4 or 0.25. 25%. So each one counts as 25% of your final grade. Using the weighted average, your final exam count for 30% of your grade, which is higher than 25. So the final exam is the lowest score, sure not the highest, giving it more weight is going to drag down the total grade. So curiosity, if we add them up, if we add all these, just add these guys up, what do we get? Let's just do the unweighted average. 70 plus 89 plus 86 gives me a 307. Divide that by 4, and we get a 76.75. So yeah, drag it down. How do we do? All of our selections are correct. So that is doing a straight unweighted average or equally weighted average, and then a weighted average where the weights are not equal. And that is part 5C for the questions. So let's see, so 5C preview is completed. Tutorial question and the preview assignment. So that means you're now ready, ready to do these on your own. And then to do the 5C workbook tutorial on the textbook. And then submit your assignments, and then be ready for part 5C practice assignment. So with that, I look forward to talking to you about part 5D. I'll get 5C practice done first. Good luck.